And 2 weeks in, you just kind of, I mean, the defense looks like it's gaining some steam. Right?
Yeah, the defense is coming along, but for me individually, just trying to get used to the system. Honestly, just trying to grow that competitiveness, being back in the game and, shaking the rust off and building the chemistry with the guys around me, learning the system and trying to be as intentional as possible.
You guys have challenged a lot of passes in this camp, it feels like, gotten your hands on the ball a lot, maybe not as many interceptions, but is there anything about the scheme that lends itself to that, you think?
That holds us to what now?
It seems like you guys in the secondary have gotten your hands on a lot of footballs in the passing lanes. Is there something about the scheme that is positioning you guys to do that, or are you guys just making great plays?
Yeah, I think it's a great scheme, but I think the players are just, bringing the scheme alive. Yeah. I think we got pretty good people in this defense to bring the plays alive, like I said. So, we just got to stay competitive each day and just be consistent.
I know Isaiah Rodgers got a chance to play in the nickel the one night. What advice would you give to players who are used to being outside corners about making that transition and playing nickel?
Just for anybody that's stepping into a new role, I think you should just embrace it. Be open-minded when it comes to a situation like that when you have to learn different techniques and positions and angles to run and be in. I think you just got to be open-minded and take the coaching. The coaches want best for you just like you did for yourself. So I think Isaiah is having a pretty great camp. I think this is actually Isaiah's best camp that he's having. I see a lot of growth in him. He's competing each day, and he looks very natural at nickel as well. So I'm excited to see him play more this year and see what he can do.
Kenny, you spent some time with Gilmore in New England. Now that he's here and you're with him every day again, what has he done that's changed the defense if he has? What's it like to work with him?
He's himself every day. He's very consistent. Just watching how he was, watching him back then at 17, how he was competitive and how he was able to elevate the defense then to still have that same energy and swagger. A little bit. I feel like, he's having several turnovers. I think his point of attack, when the ball comes to him, if he makes the play or not, is higher than anybody's. So I think he's having a great camp. Obviously been a Pro Bowl, All-Pro corner in the league, former defensive player of the year. I think he is everything that you see from him in the game. So it's pretty good being alongside him and just being in the room with him. So I think it's a lot to take away from his game as a person and a player.
It's just the preseason, but considering what happened in Buffalo last year, do you expect the intensity to be a little extra Saturday?
What happened in Buffalo?
Remember that score? 45 to 12.
It's a preseason game. We all trying to just get ready for the regular season. So, however much we play, we'll play. I think it's more so about us and not about them. So, we got a scheme to patent together. So, I'm looking forward to it.
Kenny, in the full padded days, seems like the defense has done pretty well. How would you evaluate your side of the ball in the full padded days?
How do I evaluate the full padded days?
For you guys, for the defense.
I think, we're just trying to keep the intensity up from shells to full pass and pretty much just trying to put it all together. But, practice is practice, whether we have on pads or helmets or whatever it is. So, we're just trying to put it together.
You feel like you guys are playing well on that side of the ball?
I think we're all right. We got a lot of things to clean up and get better at. I don't think we're at the point where we need to be. Right now, I think we have ways to go.
You're far from a couple more here. You are one of the more experienced guys in that room. Do you find yourself being more of a mentor this year than maybe you have in the past?
Not so much a mentor because, I think we're all at the same rate, I guess, trying to learn the plays. And, there's installs that we're pretty much finishing these days now. So, and then obviously missing the spring, I came in and not being able to know certain things about the scheme. So definitely had to catch up on some things and get used to certain things about the new scheme that we have now. So, not so much as a mentor, but I do try to help out where I can. And, if they have questions or if I see someone do something that I wouldn't do or something like that, I would give some type of advice. So, but not too ahead of myself. I think they're all good guys, and we have a pretty good room that we have this year.
Your job
guys are
changed?
seeking you out at times. When you're watching on the sidelines, it seems like they come, and especially like Nick Cross and those younger guys, seem they want to come.
Yeah, I think they're sponges. You know, they definitely ask a lot of questions and they do want to further their game, but they're all special guys and they all want the best for themselves like we do for, as vets. So, as a rookie with Nick Cross, yeah, he definitely has to grow up, fast as possible, just like Julian whenever he came in, just like Kari when he came in. So, expecting to have, a lot of time from, young guys. So they try to learn as much as they can from whoever they can talk to.
Has your job changed a lot? The spot you play?
Has my job changed a lot? I mean, yeah, it's a whole new system.
You mentioned it, like
It's a new system, but like I said, I just had to come into the situation and just be open-minded. I have great coaches that are putting me in the best position. So I did like the last system that we were in, and I think Eberflus was great at using the players that he had. So, but I think Gus does the same thing as far as utilizing what he has in the room and putting everybody in the best position. And I think we're in a great situation.